Howdy, sports fans. Okay, this little video here, I want to talk to you about Facebook spread and the new algorithms. If you recall, it was way back in December of last year where I pointed out that using any form of automated updating of your Facebook site resulted in a massive decrease in the amount of impressions that you get from, in other words, it dramatically throttles the number of people that you see. And I suppose to Facebook's credit, they were universal access to this. Even if you emailed something, you did a photo upload, you did any sort of external updating of contact, you used Hootsuite, whatever it was, whatever tool you used, it was incredibly throttled, like to the point of 80%. My Facebook page did not start taking off because I'd been automatically updating my Facebook page for literally since the day that Facebook pages came out. And when I realized that when I had a dramatic jump in the number of people who saw and reacted to my stuff when I just posted on the actual page itself, I started to do a lot of tests. Now, funnily enough, and with great irony, the General Digerati only got onto this in the last 2 months or so. So, come to last week, Facebook sent out a very gobbledygook press release, which effectively said that if you try to peel away everything, that they have made some adjustments to that algorithm. And I started testing this on last weekend. It's now Friday. So we've got a nice good spread of data and results. And I'm pleased to say it looks like Facebook are good to their word. So let me show you with actual real numbers. So our first post here was the first one that I did, testing to see if there's a difference in spread with the new Facebook feed algorithm. I got 6,050 impressions and 28% feedback. So this is good. There's no way I would have got anything like that prior when I'd updated. And this is a photo that I submitted via email. Okay. Now, this next one was a photo I took later on in the day in the city, and I used the application Instagram. Now, when I used to do this, if I got 300 impressions, I'd be pretty excited. And you can see that while it's not as many impressions as the mobile uploads, which was done a couple of hours before, 6,057, 4,735 is still a heck of a lot higher than what I had seen in the past. And again, I did not long after because I was very interested in terms of the repetition. Like if I sent many photos, would that decrease? And in fact, the second one I sent, which was literally only like an hour or so, I think. Yeah, 1:11, literally 1 hour later at 2:11 p.m. via Instagram, the same tool. This one received 5,179 impressions and 0.19% feedback. Pretty much what I would normally expect. So here, this post is my typical normal post, a manually updated post direct on the Facebook page. And this was done on November 12th at 9:20 p.m. Again, look at these impression numbers, right in the ballpark, 5,397.22% feedback. And again, we keep going. Here's another one. This was a great article, by the way. This was November 12th, just after this one, 9:20. That one was at 9:20. This one's at 9:57. 5,730 impressions, 33% feedback. You can see how there is a direct correlation, of course, between percentage feedback and impressions. The more feedback, the more engagement, the more impressions. Now, we've got here as another, this was just another simple update, direct to the page, 5,735 impressions, 26% feedback. And you can see here then we've got just a status update from the phone, from the mobile application, 5,552 impressions. Another one, which was just a simple update of the page, 5,086 impressions, 10% feedback. So a little bit less because of the impressions. Again, this one, a manual update, 5,326, and another one, 5,327. And this was a mobile upload from last night. Turned out to be quite funny. I should have paid attention with what I was putting up. And you can see there, 5,793 impressions, 0.41% feedback. So great news. It's definitely, we're back in town. I'm going to be testing more tools next week. Things like Hootsuite and other tools for updating Facebook status pages that I see really, really good signs. I'm not a huge believer, by the way, in reposting content on Facebook, say from your Twitter stream. I think that's really dumb. I think you really should reserve unique premium content for your Facebook page. But what's really cool about this is that I can do much more interesting content like pictures, photos, audio recordings, and the like, which typically and traditionally have been highly throttled by Facebook. So encouraging first signs. I thought you would be interested to know. All right, we'll speak soon.